Hello and welcome. This is Amy Moonsong. Happy Aquarius season. Happy new moon in Aquarius. This is going to be a short and concise collective reading for the energies of the new moon, giving you some insight and perspective into how you can work with this energy to get in alignment with what is happening and to better help you to adjust to the energies that all of us are feeling in this time. So we have the Hermit card out of the Crowley deck, and we have the Spider card from the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle cards. Now, the Hermit is a very essential and important figure in the Tarot, as he always reminds us that there are times when we need to withdraw to the source of who we are, that we need to withdraw into our inner light, into our inner identity, and that requires us to withdraw from the external factors that are going on in our lives. When we get into Aquarius season, things become very external because we're seeing things in a much broader perspective. We're connecting to much higher mental, like divine mind capacities. This is the energy that brings an invention and ingenuity and adaptation. You know, some of the greatest discoveries that we have had that have ultimately improved the way that we have lived our lives have been very Aquarian in nature or come from Aquariuses themselves. But the Spider card is bringing in this idea that's reminding us and letting us know a little bit about why we're being called to the Hermit at this time. And the Spider is reminding us that we are the creators of our lives. We choose how we look at life. We choose the perspectives that we have, especially on what we are and are not capable of, or how other people are perceiving us. And that is the web that we create. This can either be a web that we get stuck in, or it can be a web we learn to sit gently and softly at the center of, being sensitive to all of the movements and being informed from that central space, like the Hermit, where to go, because we know what's happening, because we're aware of where the disturbances or the vibrations are happening in our world, right? Akin to the spider in the web, knowing when he's got something that he can go after that's going to benefit him, that's going to feed him, so to speak, or her. So the advice that I would give to you with these cards is that it's going to be important as we're moving into some very, very powerful astrological transits at this time, as well as that Aquarian fixed air energy, is to take some time to go within and to just ask yourself the question of how much you've changed and how much you've shifted over this year. How many things have you overcome? How many things have you learned and discovered about yourself that have ultimately made your ability to see what your core and inner strength is more clearly? Make those adjustments. Release the things that you find coming up for you that aren't actually assisting you in adopting and embodying your true, authentic, creative, unique self. Take time to let those things go, because you're going to find that there's a whole lot more strength than you realize growing inside of you. A lot of times when we're under a lot of pressure, and we've been under pressure for a long time, we tend to just not feel so good about ourselves. But what we don't realize a lot of times is that we're using all of the strength that we have. And even from our perspective, we might not feel very strong, but from the outside world, it's like we're giving it all we've got, and we've got a lot to give. So taking that time to acknowledge yourself, to let go of the past, and to ask yourself what kind of energies are coming in to inspire you towards the future. Because the energy of Aquarius is asking you to bring your unique spirit to the world, to the collective, to the whole. But that requires that you're fully willing to accept and embrace your unique spirit as it actually is, that you get all the crap out of the way that stops you from being who you are. And one of those things, especially with this Hermit asking us to pull in, is the way that we think we're going to be perceived by others. Because Aquarius demands uniqueness. If it wasn't for the uniqueness that Aquarius demanded, nothing about society would ever change. If there weren't people who were willing to be the oddballs and the outcasts even that are presenting new ideas, doing something in a completely different way that's going to change the mindset and change the game, if people weren't willing to do that, then humanity wouldn't get to experience the benefit of it. So you need to be asking yourself the question, where can I identify my uniqueness and my artistry, and where can I bring that in a powerful way to the world around me, first by acknowledging and bringing it to myself. Now, I hope that this is hopeful and helpful for each and every one of you. I know this has been a very, very intense last few months for a lot of us, but you're doing a fantastic job. And you can probably do more than you realize that you can. And every struggle that comes to us, especially a lot of these Pluto conjunctions that we're experiencing, is there to show us that we're capable of more than we think we are. And in some cases, more than we want to actually believe we are, because we're afraid of taking that level of responsibility. But if you did your work during Capricorn season, then you understand that there's nothing more powerful than standing in the strength of your own contained energy field. So I'm going to go ahead and end it there today. I hope this was helpful for you. If you'd like to take it further, please contact me for a personal reading, and I would be happy to assist you in that way. Happy Aquarius season, happy full moon. Sorry, happy new moon.